Hey everybody, how's it going? I dribbled a little bit before I hit record, so just letting you know I'm a slob. But today I wanted to talk about something that I've noticed on just a certain genre of content creation where people post recipes and show them cooking and just ideas, and most of them are really good. But there's one page that I've come across that I can't help it. I have to talk about. Now, I remember back in the day, years ago, there were, I want to say, pages like BuzzFeed or something similar to them. Maybe it wasn't them exactly, posting videos where they just kind of put whatever they could find in one dish and call it a recipe. You know, they'd put like, we took 6 glazed donuts and we put 17 scoops of ice cream on it, then whipped cream, then fudge, and and then we just put a pound of powdered sugar on it. And then look at this. Isn't this amazing? Don't you want to eat this? And no, I don't. Because it looked like a heart attack. That kind of, whether it was real or not, whether it was supposed to be taken as a joke or not, it came and went, and it was over. Times have moved on, and there have been some pretty impressive people on the internet, like showcasing their talents. But there's one page that I came across. It's called Life with Alexa, where it seems like every video, and I'm not exaggerating, 10 out of 10 horrible recipes, just the worst. And at first, I just thought it was someone who's just disconnected with reality. Sometimes they do these things, these life hacks, where they just show you how to decorate something or just do weird stuff. This is one of those. So yeah, as you can see, like Alexa, I guess, is putting this cooling rack on it and just starts spray painting it, with spray paint food coloring. So close to the cake. It would be like trying to spray paint a wall, but being like this close. It would take forever and the paint would drip. So she just keeps on doing that. She's doing this 4th of July thing, which is such kind of an embarrassment to America. It just looks absolutely disgusting. It almost looks like there's more food coloring than there is cake. She continues on by adding just a crap ton of sprinkles, which in another video, she seems to be a big fan of sprinkles. If you could believe it, this is nowhere near as crazy with the sprinkles as her next video. It definitely a fan of just putting whatever she can on something and just calling it her recipe. So she does her big reveal that just kind of looks like the bottom of a dirty pool. It looks like garbage. I can't imagine taking a bite out of this and feeling like, yeah, I'm happy I'm eating this. Also, the amount of food coloring on it, it's going to probably stain my teeth for months. It just seems like sewer water. This is what leads me to believe it's just a parody channel, which I have my thoughts on that later. But just to show you a little bit of the sprinkle catastrophe that she does later, she does another thing with a cake where she sticks 3 champagne glasses in it that she then uses to take out and just starts pouring in just these shakers of sprinkles. Sprinkles, it's called sprinkles because you sprinkle it. You sprinkle it on. You don't just pour it into these gaping holes that you have built into this perfectly made supermarket store cake, which, eventually she tops it off with frosting and kind of hides the trap that she's built. And when she cuts into it, it just kind of reminds me of, when they show footage of a town devastated by some kind of tornado. That's what that looks like. I feel like I'm looking at a neighborhood that once was. It can only be described as a travesty. So this is another one where it seems more dangerous than not, where she puts a champagne glass on a burner and gets it really hot, while this guy just makes a giant bowl of ice water with just salt and Sprite for some reason, and of course a crap ton of food coloring. They dip the hot glass in it, which makes it kind of crack all over the place. So much food coloring, and I don't even see any color in the glass. I feel like there's maybe a slight tint of whatever color that is, because it's just soaked in it right now. I also, this is a question for any glass blowers out there. Is this safe? Would you drink from this glass? Because I don't know. Is it that it is safe because it's like there's a layer in between the crack and I don't know how this works. I do not want to drink from it. I would be nervous that there would be a tiny little bit of something. It just seems like a terrible idea. If it is dangerous, this video kind of dips into that territory of like, okay, this is not just like a parody for fun, because what if someone does take this seriously and they think they're going to have this like super cool design on their glasses when actually it's really dangerous? I don't know. That's why I can't claim that this is. People that know glass better than me would know. I would be really interested actually to read in the comments. If you're like an expert with glass, let me know if this is actually dangerous. And if it is, yeah, maybe this shouldn't be on the internet. The last video that I want to show, this is kind of what seals the deal for me. I think it's a parody page. It has to be, where Alexa has a bag of thawed hash brown potatoes and just pours a beer in it. Now it's going everywhere, it's dripping, it's foaming over, and that's the recipe. That's what she made. So my thoughts on this page are, I hope it's a parody. I think it is. I don't think someone could be that disconnected with like cooking recipes. And if that's the case, if it is a parody, then I give them props, because I give a lot of respect to people who just stick with the bit. Pretty harmless anyway. So to make kind of a dry humored where they don't break character channel on like horrible cooking recipes, that's cool. The only thing is like if they do something, if it's not harming anyone, cool. But I don't know how that glass thing would work, if that actually would harm someone if they try to repeat it. This page also does some like kind of fake sketches that they try to come off as real, but which we see all the time now, where just the acting is horrible, people caught in the moment, but they'll have like different camera angles on it, and the footage looks amazing. It's like obviously it's fake. So they do a lot of stuff like that too. But I just want to know too if you guys have any knowledge of pages like this where people are trying to showcase a quote unquote talent, but they are just sticking to the bit. Like the talent is like completely flawed. They're terrible at it, but they're just sticking to the bit. My favorite example of something like this is from I want to pronounce his name right, Mark Prosha. I could be pronouncing that completely wrong, but he's the actor that plays Colin Robinson on What We Do in the Shadows. He's in a lot of different stuff, but he used to do a bit where he would go on news channels and pretend he was an expert at yo-yos.
We have a yo-yo champion on Hometown this morning.
That's right. Kate Strass, good morning. Thanks for coming on.
Actually, I've only been in one school so far, and I'll be honest, it didn't go so hot.
And was terrible at it.
You hurt yourself.
Nope.
Oh.
You know what? Do you have a clip?
A clip?
Like, did Joe send a clip over?
No, we don't have a clip. That's what a clip of what you've done before.
Yeah.
All right.
And I loved how he just would stick to the bit and kind of mess with people. So if that's something that they're just trying to do, just like this kind of like super dry humor page where they just have terrible recipes and let people bicker in the comments, then hey, that's their thing. And, I could see that being really funny. But yeah, this was just a page that was on my mind and just had some thoughts on. So, yeah, anyway, talk to you later.